They say grief fades with time, that the pain dulls, memories blur, and ghosts eventually stop whispering in your ears. But they were wrong. Because every night at midnight, I see her. Lena, the love of my life, the woman I buried 6 months ago. She stares at me from the mirror in our bedroom, her reflection frozen in time just like the last night I saw her alive. Her dark curls cascade over her pale shoulders, her lips parted as if she's about to speak, and her hazel eyes shimmer with something between sorrow and longing. But the most terrifying part? She smiles. Not the warm, dimpled smile I used to kiss before falling asleep. This one is different, cold, knowing, like she's hiding something, like she's waiting for me to figure it out. The first time I saw her, I thought I was losing my mind. The second time, I convinced myself it was exhaustion. But now, standing here again, my pulse racing, my breath caught in my throat, I know one thing for sure. Lena isn't just a memory. She's still here. And she wants something from me. I wasn't always this hollow version of myself, trapped in the shadows of grief and unanswered questions. Before Lena died, I was just an ordinary man. My name is Ethan Cole, and 6 months ago, I had everything I ever wanted: a career I loved, a cozy home, and, most importantly, Lena. Lena was the kind of woman who could light up an entire room just by walking into it. She was all wild laughter and soft whispers, always barefoot in her house, always stealing my coffee even though she swore she hated the taste. I met her 5 years ago in the most cliché way imaginable, standing in line at a bookstore, both of us reaching for the same worn-out copy of Wuthering Heights. I let go first, letting her win, and she smirked, tilting her head as if she knew I had just fallen for her in that exact moment. We were inseparable after that. We traveled, we dreamed, we built a life together. She made even the simplest moments feel cinematic, dancing in the kitchen at 2 a.m., leaving me silly notes on the bathroom mirror, making up stories about strangers we saw at coffee shops. And then, just like that, she was gone. They said it was an accident, that her car skidded on the wet road, spun out of control, and crashed into the old oak tree at the end of our street. They told me she died instantly, that she didn't suffer. But something never felt right. I replayed that night over and over in my head. The way she had looked at me before leaving, the tension in her voice when she said she'd be right back, the fact that she didn't take her phone with her. Lena always took her phone. But no matter how much I questioned it, no one else seemed to think there was anything unusual. Just another tragic accident. A life gone too soon. And now, 6 months later, here I am, just a man lost in the echoes of a love that refuses to let him go. I spend my days pretending to function, showing up to work, exchanging empty words with people who don't know what to say to me anymore. But my nights belong to Lena. Because at midnight, she comes back. And I can't decide if I should be afraid or if I should finally listen to what she's trying to tell me. That night, I made a decision. I would talk to her. It sounds ridiculous, even to me. But what's more ridiculous, accepting the impossible or pretending I don't see it happening? Every night, at exactly midnight, Lena's reflection appears in the mirror. She watches me, never speaking, never moving, just waiting. Waiting for what? I don't know. But tonight, I need answers. The clock strikes 12 a.m., and there she is. Her dark curls are draped over her shoulders, her lips slightly parted, and her hazel eyes shimmer with something unreadable. She's beautiful, hauntingly so, and for a second, I forget she's not really here. I swallow hard. Lena? No response. I take a shaky breath, stepping closer to the mirror. Why are you here? What do you want? And then she tilts her head. It's the first time she's moved. My stomach tightens, my pulse hammering in my ears. I'm not imagining this. Her lips part wider, and at first, I think she's finally going to speak. But instead, she raises her hand. My throat tightens as she slowly lifts her arm, her delicate fingers stretching toward the glass. And without thinking, I do the same. Our fingertips are inches apart, the cold surface of the mirror separating us. Lena, I whisper. Tell me what's happening. Her lips curve just slightly, but there's something about it that sends a shiver down my spine. And then, for the first time in 6 months, I hear her voice. Come closer. The whisper is faint, almost carried by the wind, but I know it's real. My body is frozen, my breath locked in my chest. Lena? I whisper. Her expression remains unreadable. Come closer. Every nerve in my body screams at me to run, to look away, to wake up. But I don't, because this is Lena. The woman I love. The woman I lost. If there's even a chance that she's reaching out to me, that she needs me, I can't turn away. So, I lean in, and then the lights go out. A sharp gasp escapes my throat as darkness engulfs the room. My heart pounds against my ribs, my fingers trembling. I blink rapidly, my eyes adjusting to the sudden void. When the lights flicker back on, the room is silent. But Lena's reflection is gone. And behind me, the closet door is open. I don't move. I can't. The closet door, Lena's closet, is wide open. A gaping black void, its edges barely visible under the dim glow of the bedside lamp. I know I didn't open it. My breath is ragged, my hands clammy. My mind is racing, scrambling for an explanation, but there isn't one. Not one that makes sense. Not one that doesn't make me sound insane. Lena? My voice is barely above a whisper. No response. The silence stretches, thick and suffocating, pressing down on my chest like a heavy weight. My pulse pounds in my ears. Every inch of my body screams at me to move, to slam the door shut, to run, to do something, but I can't. Because for the first time since she died, I feel her. Not just see her reflection, not just hear a whisper. I feel her. The air around me has shifted, carrying a scent I haven't smelled in months: jasmine and vanilla. Lena's perfume. The same one that used to linger on my shirts, on our pillows, in the spaces between our bodies when we lay tangled in bed. I squeeze my eyes shut. I'm losing it. I have to be. I force myself to step forward, my fingers trembling as I grip the closet door. I hold my breath, willing myself to slam it shut, to put an end to whatever mind game my own grief is playing on me. But then a cold breath grazes the back of my neck. I whirl around, my heart leaping into my throat. Nothing. The room is empty. But I swear someone was behind me. I press a shaking hand to my chest. Get it together, I mutter under my breath. You're imagining things. You're just tired. That's what it has to be. Sleep deprivation. Stress. Maybe even guilt. I hadn't been myself since Lena died, and grief does strange things to people. But then, why does it feel so real? I sit on the edge of the bed, burying my face in my hands. My mind replays the moment in the mirror over and over. The way Lena looked at me. The way she whispered, "Come closer." What did she want? Was it really her? Or something else? The thought sends a chill down my spine. What if it isn't Lena? What if it's something wearing her face? I shake my head. No, I can't think like that. It's her. It has to be. I lift my head, staring at my own reflection in the mirror across the room. The glass is smooth, unbroken, no sign of her. No flicker of movement. But I know she was there. And if she comes back, I have to be ready. The next morning, I convinced myself it was all a dream. I didn't see Lena in the mirror. I didn't hear her whisper. The closet door? Maybe I left it open myself and just forgot. It's the only explanation that makes sense, because the alternative? The alternative means I'm losing my grip on reality. Still, the feeling lingers. Something is wrong. I barely make it through work, my mind replaying everything from the night before. The whisper, the breath on my neck, the open closet. By the time I return home, the air in the house feels heavier, charged with something I can't explain. And then I see it, a note, sitting on my nightstand. My chest tightens. I didn't put it there. No one else has been in this house. My hands tremble as I reach for it. my breath hitching as I unfold the small piece of paper. There, in Lena's familiar cursive, are 3 words that send ice through my veins. Check my phone. I drop the note as if it burned me. Lena's phone? Her phone is gone. She never took it the night she died. The police never found it in the wreckage. It just disappeared. I shake my head. This is impossible. Someone is messing with me. Someone is trying to make me believe a memory flickers in my mind. The closet. My stomach twists. I don't want to look. I don't. But my legs move anyway, carrying me toward the open door, the darkness inside stretching endlessly before me. My fingers fumble against the light switch. Click. Dim light floods the space. At first, nothing seems out of place. Lena's clothes still hang neatly, untouched since the day she left. The scent of her perfume still lingers faintly in the air. But then I see it. A phone. Sitting on the top shelf, hidden behind an old shoebox. My breath catches. My hands tremble as I reach for it, my heart hammering against my ribs. I hit the power button, half expecting the screen to stay black. But it turns on, and my blood runs cold, because the screen isn't just lighting up, it's already open. A single text message is displayed. A message from an unknown number, and it says he knows. Finish it. My hands are shaking as I read the message again. He knows. Finish it. Who is this? Who sent this? And why does it feel like a threat? I drop the phone onto the bed, the words swimming in front of my eyes. I feel like I'm suffocating, drowning in this puzzle that refuses to be solved. The pain in my chest is back, gnawing at me like a hungry animal, feeding on my fear. I don't understand what's happening, none of this makes sense. But I can't just sit here. I need answers. I need to know who is playing these twisted games with me. The reflection. The whispers. The note. The phone. Everything is connected. My breath is ragged, my thoughts frantic. My eyes dart around the room, searching for anything, any clue that will make all this make sense. But there's nothing. Only the silence, except a faint sound, a creak of floorboards. I freeze, my pulse hammering in my neck. Lena? No. I step back, my heart in my throat. The closet door is still open. And standing there, in the darkened doorway, is a figure. A woman. Her outline is barely visible in the shadows, but I know who it is. It's Lena. But this isn't the Lena I knew. This Lena is different her. Eyes are wide, panicked, her expression contorted in fear. Her hair is wild, messy, like she's been running, like she's been hiding. Lena? I whisper, barely able to speak the name. She doesn't answer. I take a step forward. What do you want? What's going on? She raises a hand, a pleading gesture, her eyes locked onto mine with desperation. I never meant for this to happen, Ethan, she says, her voice trembling. I never wanted you to find out. My breath catches. Find out what? I demand, my chest tight with confusion and fear. What's going on? What do you mean, finish it? She shakes her head. I didn't want this to affect you, but you need to know the truth. I need you to understand why I did it. I take another step toward her, my heart hammering in my chest. What are you talking about? And that's when she speaks the words that shatter everything I thought I knew about her. I didn't die by accident, Ethan. My blood runs cold. What? Lena's eyes lock onto mine, filled with guilt and sorrow. It wasn't an accident. I faked my death. My knees feel weak. The room spins, the walls closing in on me. No, you didn't, I did. Her voice cracks, her hands trembling. I made it look like an accident. I had to, Ethan. I didn't want you to know. I can't breathe. I can't think. Why? I whisper, my voice barely audible. She steps forward, her face inches from mine. Because there was something I was running from. Someone. A person I hurt. A mistake I made. Her eyes are full of tears now. I couldn't let him find me, Ethan. I couldn't let him hurt you too. I stumble backward, my mind reeling. Who? Who are you talking about? But before she can answer, there's a knock at the door. My heart skips a beat. I don't know who it is, but I know the answer won't be good. The door creaks open, and standing there, framed by the dim hallway light, is a man I don't recognize. But he's looking at me like he knows me, and in his hand a knife. I stand frozen, my heart pounding in my chest, as the man steps into the room. His eyes are cold, calculating, and when they settle on me, I can't shake the feeling that he's been waiting for this moment. Who is he? Lena doesn't speak. She just watches, her face pale, her eyes filled with regret and fear. I told you, she whispers, barely audible. I told you I was protecting you, but the man doesn't listen. He steps forward, his gaze never leaving me. You shouldn't have come back, he says, his voice low and menacing. She should have stayed dead. A chill crawls up my spine as the weight of his words hits me. Stay dead? Who are you? I choke out. The man smiles, but it's not a smile of warmth. It's a smile that says he's won. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're about to understand the truth. I glance back at Lena, her face a mix of anguish and resignation. Lena, what is he talking about? What did you do? But she doesn't answer. She can't. And that's when I understand. This was never about love. The shock hits me like a physical blow, and I stagger back, my legs unsteady. Lena faked her death. She didn't just disappear to escape her past, she had to hide from someone. And now, that someone is here. The man moves closer, and I instinctively take a step back, bumping into the wall. There's no way out. I'm trapped. Lena takes a step toward him. Her eyes are wide, pleading. I'm sorry, Ethan. You don't understand. I had to do this. I had to keep you safe. Safe? I laugh bitterly, the sound hollow in my ears. You faked your death to keep me safe? She flinches, but I don't care. The pain I feel is too much. The woman I loved, no. The woman I trusted has lied to me. She manipulated me, used me, all for her own selfish reasons. I did it for you, she says again, her voice breaking. I couldn't let him hurt you. He'll never stop. The man takes another step forward, his eyes burning with a cold intensity. Enough, Lena. And that's what I realize it. This isn't just about Lena. This is about a lie that has trapped both of us. Who are you? I demand again, my voice shaking with frustration. Who is he, Lena? Lena turns to me, her eyes filled with a mixture of pain and sorrow. He's the one who made me do it, the one who pushed me into this life. He's the reason I had to leave. The man steps forward again, and for a moment, I think he's going to attack. But instead, he just watches me, calculating. Who are you? I ask again, louder this time. Tell me the truth. Tell me everything. Lena takes a deep breath, her hands trembling. His name is Victor. He's the reason I ran. He's the reason I had to disappear. The name hits me like a slap in the face. Victor. I've heard that name before. Lena's face is pale, her eyes darting toward Victor as if seeking some kind of approval. But there's no approval to be found. Only a cold, emotionless gaze. Victor finally speaks. Lena is mine. She always has been. And I won't let anyone take her from me. The words don't make sense. I don't understand. What do you mean, she's yours? She's my... But Victor cuts me off, his voice harsh and full of venom. She's mine, and you should have stayed away. You were never meant to be part of this, but now you're in the way. I take a deep breath, trying to steady my shaking hands. What do you want from me? Victor smirks, a twisted grin stretching across his face. Nothing. I just wanted to make sure Lena knew she couldn't escape. She can't hide, no matter how far she runs. I turn to Lena, her eyes pleading with me, but there's nothing left to say. The woman I loved has betrayed me, and the man who's been pulling the strings is standing right in front of me. And then, it happens. The reflection. It's back. Lena's reflection appears in the mirror again. But this time it's different. Her face is full of horror, her eyes wide with fear. She looks directly at me, her lips moving, but no sound escapes her mouth. She's trying to warn me. I can feel it. Before I can react, Victor steps forward, his hand on my shoulder. "Don't even think about it," he growls. "You're not getting out of here alive." The world starts to blur, and for the first time, I realize there's no way out. And just as I feel the darkness closing in, I hear it. A voice. A familiar voice. "Ethan, run."